Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 6. If you haven't seen the last episode yet, I've put the link in the description. Go check it out first. Alright, let's jump into what happened next. So far we saw that Cha Hye-in came to the dungeon looking for Jinwoo. She noticed something strange. She thinks someone pretending to be a weak E-rank hunter sneaked into this dangerous A-rank dungeon. She wonders, doesn't this guy care about his life? And wait, wasn't Jinwoo standing outside the boss room yesterday holding a weapon? Now she's really suspicious of him. Cha Hye-in tells the mining team leader that she's going inside the dungeon, but she doesn't have any weapon with her. So she asks the team leader for one. He gives her his digging pickaxe. She asks, "Don't you have anything else? Like a sword or a spear?" The leader says, "We're just workers, madam. Where would we even get those? We have a shovel if you want." Cha Hye-in says, "Never mind," and starts to walk away. But then she stops, turns back, takes the pickaxe and says, "This is better than going in empty-handed." Now inside the palace there are lots of high orcs, and they're super strong. If these monsters ever got out of the dungeon, they could easily destroy the whole city. Among them, 4 orcs had a scary, powerful energy around them. Ki-hoon thinks, "We must beat the dungeon boss and close this gate." Just then, the boss Kargalgan appears and says, "Are you scared of me, human?" He takes off his mask, and the hunters can feel a terrifying magic coming from him. Compared to this guy, the hunters are super weak. Ki-hoon asks, "Why did you bring us here?" Kargalgan replies, "You're just for fun. We'll torture and kill each one of you. It'll keep my army entertained." Ki-hoon realizes, "We're just a game to them." Then Kargalgan notices Jinwoo and thinks, "Who's this guy?" Ki-hoon yells, "Attack!" But his team is frozen with fear. No one moves. So Ki-hoon runs alone toward the boss. But the boss has a magical shield. Ki-hoon's attack does nothing. Then Kargalgan uses gravity magic. He lifts Ki-hoon and slams him to the ground again and again, like a ball bouncing. Suddenly, Jinwoo jumps in and catches Ki-hoon. He says, "It's your job as hunters to clear this dungeon. Normally, I shouldn't get involved, but now everyone is in danger. So, can I kill all these monsters?" Jinwoo blasts an orc into the air, using his magic. Ki-hoon begs, "Please defeat them. We can't do anything." The boss laughs and says, "Don't think too highly of yourself. You're not strong." Jinwoo replies calmly, "You're right. I've never faced a boss stronger than you. But the difference is, I will defeat you." Then Jinwoo summons his shadow army, shocking everyone around him. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, Jin Chul has been waiting for 2 days. He asks the leader, "Where is Hunter Jinwoo?" A worker speaks up, "I had a weird feeling about him. He looked at me like he was going to eat me." The leader explains that Jinwoo went into the dungeon pretending to be a porter. As he gets closer, everyone feels a strange and powerful energy coming from inside the dungeon. Inside, Cha Hye-in finds the bodies of high orcs killed by Ki-hoon's team. She realizes the team is in serious danger and rushes toward the boss room. The boss laughs and says, "What can your small army do against my huge one?" But Jinwoo uses a new power called Monarch's Domain, a special ability he got after reaching level 70 in the Demon Castle. Inside this domain, his shadow army becomes much stronger. His shadow soldiers are also tougher now because of their training in the Demon Castle. The other hunters are confused. Even a powerful mage can only summon 2 monsters. How is Jinwoo summoning an entire army? The boss's army charges at Jinwoo's shadows, but Jinwoo's army is much stronger. Iron and Igris, 2 of Jinwoo's strongest shadows, are defeating 10 enemies each. And Jinwoo himself is cutting through monsters like he's slicing vegetables. The hunter team watching all this says, "He's just as powerful as Cha Hye-in. Why is someone this strong working as a porter?" Now the boss uses fire dragon magic, burning some of Jinwoo's soldiers. He mocks Jinwoo, "Your soldiers are just puppets." But Jinwoo says, "I can bring them back again and again." The boss throws a huge shield at Jinwoo, but Jinwoo dodges it. Then the boss uses gravity magic and makes huge stones fall from the ceiling. He says he'll keep destroying Jinwoo's soldiers until Jinwoo runs out of magic. Ki-hoon's team is running all over the place in panic. Jinwoo now realizes the boss is using his magic to keep him away and weaken his army from a distance. Outside, Jin Chul is still getting closer. He may need to jump in and help soon. Right now, the boss's army is larger and overpowering Jinwoo's side. Jinwoo's magic is almost gone. But then, Jinwoo takes out a mana potion from his inventory to refill his magic. He says, "Arise," and turns the dead monsters into his shadow soldiers. He then says he's planning to turn the dungeon boss into his shadow too. Hearing this, the boss starts to look a bit scared. He even thinks, is he that one? God? But just then, something weird happens. The screen glitches, and we don't get to hear the full thing. So the boss starts thinking to himself, if Jinwoo is really that one, then why am I even fighting? Since the day I opened my eyes, I've only had one mission: to kill all humans. And he's still following that command. Then the boss orders his 4 powerful generals to attack Jinwoo's shadow army. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, Choi finds out that the gate where Ki-hoon and his team entered is as dangerous as an S-rank dungeon. If the monsters inside escape, it could become another disaster like Jeju Island. But there's still time. They can go in and stop it. If things go really bad, they might need help from big guilds like the White Tiger Guild or the Fiend Guild. Back in the dungeon, the boss's 4 generals are fighting Iron, Tank, and Igris, and they're winning easily. Some hunters try to help, but the boss hits them with magic and says, "Kids, stay out of the grown-ups fight." Then the boss himself joins the fight. He attacks Jinwoo with poison magic, but it doesn't work on him at all. Jinwoo then calls 2 of his shadow magicians and blasts a huge fireball at the boss. It breaks the boss's shield and hits him right in the face. Cha Hai-in arrives and sees the battle going on. The other hunters are busy healing Ki-hoon. Now the boss uses magic to grow into a giant and tries to crush Jinwoo, but Jinwoo dodges and says, "I don't like giants." The boss burns both Jinwoo's shadow army and his own army with fire magic, but Jinwoo is completely fine, not even a scratch. Then Jinwoo stabs the boss in the eye with his dagger. The boss is a magician, so without an army, he's weaker, and Jinwoo, being a fighter, now has the upper hand. The boss attacks again with fire, but Jinwoo dodges. Since the dagger didn't do much, Jinwoo wraps him in a big chain and throws him to the ground. Jin Chul, who came to help, watches everything and realizes he's not even needed here. Cha Hai-in also understands now. Jinwoo is definitely a top-level fighter. Next, we see something amazing. One of the boss's generals turns into Jinwoo's shadow and kills the boss. After the boss dies, Jinwoo walks up, places his hand on the boss's body and says, "Arise." The boss becomes Jinwoo's shadow, and now he's calm and respectful. The system asks Jinwoo to give him a name. Looking at his big tusks, Jinwoo names him Tusks. Getting the shadow of a dungeon boss is huge. Jinwoo also turns many high orcs into shadows, making his army even stronger. Now Jin Chul says, "No one will talk about what happened here. Jinwoo showed S-rank power and saved us all. Let's not question him." Ki-hoon tells Jinwoo, "We're all alive today because of you," and everyone thanks him. Jinwoo returns a diary to the healer and then leaves the dungeon with Jin Chul. A funny moment happens when a magician asks Cha Hai-in, "Why are you holding a pickaxe?" She gets shy and says, "It's nothing." Later, Ki-hoon tells everything to Choi. Choi asks, "So who's stronger, me or Jinwoo?" Ki-hoon replies, "Can you defeat an A-rank hunter alone with no help?" Choi says, "No," then laughs and adds, "Maybe his title Ultimate Hunter is true after all." Ki-hoon now wants Choi to recruit Jinwoo into their guild. The next day, Jinwoo meets Jin-ho, and Jin-ho starts talking about the conditions his father gave him. At the same time, we are introduced to a new character, Lee Min-sung, and that's where the episode ends. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment with your thoughts, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon. See you in the next video.